So you want to show a subscriber screen just like this that is updating on your Streamlabs OBS. Well, I'm going to show you two ways to get this done within Streamlabs. Let's jump right in. So in Streamlabs, I want to have an area that's going to show my subscription. And I want to make sure that that subscription count is updated as I have gameplay or as my viewers are watching my live stream so that I can encourage others to subscribe and participate with my channel. So if I have a layout screen such as this and I want it to appear over here on the side of the screen, then I can go ahead and include it as one of my sources. Now, the way that we're going to go about doing this is we're going to take and include a source, and we're going to do our window capture. When we do window capture, that's going to identify the area that we want to show up. Now, in my particular setup, I have multiple screens. And so when I go to do this, I'm going to go ahead and add a source. I can select which particular screen, which particular window I want to deal with. So I'm going to add this as a window source and a window capture over in my sources. When I do a window capture, it's going to ask me, is this a new source? And I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to give it a name, subscriber count. So when I'm putting together my layers and working with my layout design, I know which particular window I'm dealing with because I want it to show up on top of my camera. So when I select my options for a window, I'm going to right now select this as being the one that was the Chrome that we first saw, the Chrome screen that we saw. So I'm going to select that Chrome screen, and the first way that I can go about doing it is going over to SocialBlade. And if I go to SocialBlade, I can select the area that is right here for the subscriber count. And that would allow me to see the subscribers that are being updated on my channel. So now you see that I've picked this particular screen, but I do not want the whole screen to show, so I need to crop the amount of the window that's actually going to show. And so I'm going to drag, and on a Mac, I'm holding down Control, and I'm moving in the side of this particular screen. I'm going to do the same thing here and move it in to this particular side, move it into the other side. I've cropped off the amount that I want to show, and then the same thing down here so that it shows subscribers. Now, when I'm dealing with this particular layer, I can move this layer over to the side of my screen. So that is one way that you can do this with SocialBlade. Now, a word of warning about SocialBlade. When you use SocialBlade, SocialBlade only updates in increments of 10. So the only time that I would see my subscriber count increase in this particular example is when it went up to 2250. The only time that I'm going to see this change is when it goes up to 2250. Now, there is a way for you to be able to get a live subscriber count. And this has been my preference, although the background color of this, you're going to have to work with and adjust. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm going to select a window capture, yet the source that I'm going to use, it's going to be a new window capture, and I'm going to call this sub count 2 because this is the second version that I'm working with. When I select my particular window, I'm going to choose a different window. And the window that I'm going to work with is going to be my YouTube channel analytics. And I'm going to make sure that I'm logged into the channel analytics at the time that I work with it. So now you're seeing all the analytics, but what I want to do is on the screen itself under real time, for subscriber count, I want to click and have it show see live count. And notice that the SocialBlade count was 2240, yet the real actual live count is 2245. Same thing, I'm going to crop the image. Now notice that I selected a different window here. I want to make sure that I'm selecting the sub count, and then I'm going to crop that particular window and include the information that I want. So I'm going to move this in. There I have this data and information that I actually want to show. I'm going to move that in, and now I could choose to leave the top portion with the image, or I can drag this down here, and now I can move this wherever I wish to have it on the screen. When we talk about layers, if I wanted sub count to be over the top of the other one, because it's showing up here in my sources as being a higher level, then I have the opportunity to have it cover up. If I wanted it to appear in another place, then I could drag that around and then look at where I want my alert box. Well, I don't want my alert box to cover that up, so I'm going to drag my alert box over here, and now I am set. So there's two ways that you can add your live subscriber count. One is with SocialBlade. Again, it only increments in the cases of 10 when you're at a lower subscriber count. Or you can go straight to the source and look at your live amount that is there in your analytics for your YouTube channel. Note, you have to leave the window open. If I go over and I close the particular window, if I close the window that had the SocialBlade in it, notice that the screen disappears, and whatever is showing up in that particular window, that's what's going to be there. So you may have times that you set up your display and then you go away, you do some other work, you come back. If that window is not in the exact same place, matter of fact, if I open up the SocialBlade window again just to show you the information, and I pull up this data for SocialBlade for the screen, again, I have to go back to that exact same page and click on live subscriber count, and now it shows up. If I move the screen ever so slightly, if I move this over or resize the screen, then I have the potential. You see how it changed because I've made the screen larger, and it would make the adjustments. So just a couple points there for fine-tuning exactly where you want the layout. So I hope this has helped you. Leave me a comment to let me know if it did. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, and until next time, happy streaming and make it a great day.